This is Scott the Fix-It Guy. Today we're dealing with a GE stove, and the burners on top are not lighting up as well as they should. We're going to clean this little thing called the gas jet that lives inside underneath the burner head, and they just get clogged up over time. So when we try to do this griddle, we notice that just part of it lights up. We're getting about a quarter of the total. And then on this front right burner, we're getting about 3/4 of it, but the front part won't light up. And this is just usually due to that little brass gas jet having a clog in it. The back one lights up good. So it's pretty easy to do. You just need like a needle or a straightened paper clip, something fairly sharp to get down into the little tiny hole to get rid of the stuff that clogs it. It's usually like boiled over milk. So on this model, we just lift the burner head out, it comes right off, and then we're just checking it, looks good. But down in here we have these little gas jets. There's 3 of them on this burner head, which is kind of unusual, and we're just going to use a sharp tool here to get in and poke into the little gas jet, the little tiny hole. We're just going to wiggle around this. It's actually a dental tool to clean out the hole. This one's pretty sharp, but you could use like a sewing needle, or again even a straightened paper clip would probably fit. So I'm just spinning it around, and it's going to knock out the debris that's clogging up that hole. I'm doing it for all 3, but it's really just the one here in the front which is problematic, because that's where we weren't getting it lighting up. So we're just going to put the burner head back on. Take your time here so that you don't end up hurting the porcelain igniter. Just come up on slowly, put the cap back on, and then we can try it out. Yeah, so now we have real good gas flow, so that one's doing great. And then on this griddle one, we're just getting a partial lighting of it. So we're going to check, make sure that this gas jet is also nice and clear. And then we're going to take apart the griddle assembly. You can just use a pair of pliers to loosen up these 2 little nuts, and it should be really easy to do. And you can just use your fingers to spin them off, and that'll allow you to separate the top assembly from the bottom assembly, and then you just clean it. I'm going to end up using a wire brush to clean the bottom part, and I'm going to use soap and water and an abrasive sponge to clean the upper part. These are the 2 halves. They just get full of junk over time. So I'm going to run the top piece underneath some hot water with soap and a sponge, get all the grease and junk off. And then you want to make sure once you get that done, you dry it off. And then with the bottom piece, I'll use a wire brush and just clean off all the debris. It was mainly the bottom piece where all the debris was. It was blocking the gas jets, not letting the gas come out evenly. So we just wipe all that stuff off using a wire brush. You could use a abrasive sponge on this one too. We put the 2 halves back together, and then we're just going to put those 2 little nuts on. It's very common that burners don't heat up as well, they don't light, or they just don't have much flame because the jet is partially obstructed or fully obstructed, and just take you a couple of minutes to clean them. Very, very rewarding repair because it's so fast, so easy, and you get a nice result. So we'll try the griddle now. So there's nothing to catch on fire here. Turn that on. Yeah, now we got nice even flame all the way around. Looks great. So we're just gonna now put the grates back on, and then we're going to give it a little test, make sure all the burners work. We cleaned the little brass gas jets for all these burners. Turn on the back one, looks good, nice blue flame. Front one, good, nice blue flame. griddle looks good. Right side. Front burner looks really strong. And back burners. We're all done. Got a nice stove running strong again. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.